Hello, Sagittarius. How's it going? Welcome to your beautiful reading today. I don't know if it's going to be beautiful or not. I don't know. I maybe shouldn't have said that word. This Under Oath song in my head, and the chorus that they're singing over and over and over again is, I'm drowning in my sleep. I'm drowning in my sleep. I thought we'd be there by now. I thought this would be so much quicker than this. I don't know, maybe there's something going on in your life and you thought it was going to be done already and it's still not over. We're going to use Hush Tarot. To get the initial message down. These cards, woo, are super like intricate, you know, like it's really about things we don't want to talk about with this deck, you know. A lot of things get said with this deck people don't necessarily want to bring to light, you know. Like there are a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, and there are a lot of things that hover in people's minds, and they wonder how they're ever going to get out of it, or how, you know, this drowning situation. And there's the Magician and the Hierophant and Temperance. Yo, look at you, just showed up. Sagittarius, look at you. See, you know that this reading is for you. It's definitely Sag energy. Hierophant, Magician, and Temperance. Take the fucking lead, bro. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. With the Wheel of Fortune. All right, well, now that the wheel's here, the wheel goes right in the middle. Now I'm hearing Ritz and Yellow Wolf, how do you sleep at night, bitch? If I'm not the one sleeping with you. Uh-oh. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wasn't I always there for you? Uh-oh. This is deception. Deception coming in. So this could be a relationship, okay? A committed relationship. Doesn't have to be sexual, but a committed relationship and some type of contract, okay? And wow. Okay, so before we get into the tarot, look at how fucked up this Magician card is. So she has killed that giant rat bunny fucked up thing, okay? And she's beheaded it. You can see the arrows in the back. I think it's taken her a long time to catch this monster, okay? And then, as you can see in Temperance, see that head that she's got in her hands? She uses it as a mask, okay, to balance herself out between air and land, All right. So she has to know, like, that's the thing is, like, sometimes people stay in flight for quite a long time and then they have to land. You know, everybody's got to land and they've got to get their feet back on the ground and they've got to absorb what just happened. Like, say a death happened or a divorce happened or a separation happened and you still haven't really dealt with it, right? You could have just been kind of going through the motions of your life and trying to get in some type of routine, right? Now that this has been ended, cut in half, severed, something like that, okay? So the wheel is coming in because it's going to change the energy for you now, all right? It's going to take you somewhere different, okay? It's going to take you down the river. And I don't think that ant really knows where he's going, but he knows he's going somewhere, okay? And that's the whole part of this is like there could have been a monster following you for a really long time. And in order to get away, yes, that's actually could be it. In order to get away with it, you flew away. Right? But you have to come back to your body. You can't stay in flight all the time. Your soul has to come back. So I almost feel like it's been somebody's soul has been traveling quite a bit in order to get away from this demon, okay? In order to get away from something that was hurting them, okay? And then Four of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles, like, I do think that it's very sad when you come back down, okay? Because clearly this monster attacks you when you come back on the ground again. And it's taken, see how she's carrying that key? Okay, because that's the key to everything is patience, is allowing things to grow at its proper rate, okay? And not to force things. And that's, and the Hierophant, there's two keys. Look at this. There's two keys in the Hierophant card. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think that somebody kind of secretly had a teacher who gave them the key to something and they used that key to get out. Okay. And that's now I'm getting the next 3 days. You know how, that guy that broke, it's William Neeson. I think that's his name, or Liam Neeson or something like that. He breaks out of prison like 7 times. And, Russell Crowe is trying to get his wife. He's trying to break his wife out of prison before she gets transferred because he knows his wife didn't do anything. So he meets up with this guy that teaches him how to break out of prison. But he says to Russell, you need a key. It's all about a key. And Russell thinks it's a physical key, right? He thinks he's got to get a physical key, but a key is just that. It's a key. It's a way to get through something with knowledge. Right? It's to outsmart something. This key was to outwit something. And now I'm getting this dream that my sister had. These 2 women were following her around everywhere she went. And they got so used to following her around that they kind of stopped paying attention. Right? And that's the thing is that's what they say. Like, if you want to break out of something, right? It's, say, prison. You know, your guards, the prison guards get into their own little daily system, their own little daily routine, and they get relaxed and they get comfortable. And as soon as they get relaxed and comfortable, you know that their defense is down and that you can do something without anybody noticing. Because people get too into their daily lives that they kind of stop doing their job. So it's almost like I feel like this thing, okay, so my sister's dream was these women were following her around. But they stopped paying attention to her because it's like they assumed they always knew the moves that she was going to make. So as they were following her, she runs up, okay? Because again, like I said, these girls aren't really paying attention anymore. So she's walking, and all of a sudden she knows she's walking up to a door. Okay, but she doesn't really know what's going on with the door, but subconsciously in her dreams, she knew what she was walking up to. So what she did was she ran up to a door and she Nicky 9-doored. So she knocked and she ran around the corner, and these 2 girls weren't paying attention, so they just kept walking up to the door as this demon opened it to answer the door, and then he grabbed them and took them into his house. And my sister knew that if she knocked on the door, he was going to take her. But she knew that these 2 girls weren't paying attention. So she Nicky 9'd a demon's door, ran around the corner, and he grabbed the 2 that had been following her around for fucking what I think she believes as centuries. Okay, so that could be this, right? These people have been following you because they were, I don't know, obsessed with you, or you were teaching them something, or you were trying to give them the key to something. So they kept following you around as if to take all of your information, okay? And you knew that this would happen, so you would fly away. So then they couldn't watch you anymore. They couldn't cultivate. Clearly these people are stationed to the ground and they can't fly, and you can fly. Okay, so you got into your wings and you flew away. But like I said, you always have to come back. You have to come back to your life. And as soon as you land on the ground, you get heartbroken again because they're following you around again. So it's like you can't get any release or relief from these people, which is why this wheel has to come in and take these two girls out and allow you to stay on the ground. Oh my God, the only card that has flipped is the High Priestess, or sorry, the Empress. So it's like there's a huge knowing here that you had to get this done, okay? And sometimes it's an inner knowing, and you have to follow that inner knowing, like you know that there's something that's not right. And the truth is always the thing that you're going to want to ignore. It's the one thing you're going to want to laugh at. It's the one thing that you're going to want to think, that's a lie. Because the truth is so fucked and it's so twisted that to believe it is to believe in the unknown. It's to believe in the blackness of everything, because the truth is people can hide it in the void so well that you'll never be able to find it if you don't look in the non-obvious places. Okay, so I think what happened was there were people within your vicinity. See how you're the one in the middle and those two girls are on the outsides of you? Those, I believe, are the girls that are following you. And like suddenly I'm getting gassy. Like I haven't drank any pop, okay? I've had one coffee today. And I'm starting to burp like a motherfucker. And sometimes that means I'm contracting my diaphragm too much. But I also think that like I'm burping for a reason, because it's like giving me an affirmation that when I say something and burp, I'm like, okay, that's probably the way it's supposed to be, because it's just air. It's like I swallowed like way too much air, and this air is just coming up. And I think that that's what it is you've swallowed too much air. Because you've been in the sky, flying around. Oh my God, that's what it is. You've been swallowing way too much air, okay? And these people, I mean, you had a right to do what you did, because these people were just stealing from you, right? They were taking all your words. Again, two people versus one, right? And it's almost like you're going to get control back of this again. That these two girls, they might have been controlling a lot of things and stealing a lot of things from you from the ground up. But that's going to change now because they've been discovered, right? They've been told on. Somebody has caught them in the mid-act of whatever it is that they're doing, okay? And this is successful in trapping these people because you knew that you had to trap something because they had you trapped. So it was like, again, it was like, think outside the box. Like if you were trapped in something, then you would have to wait until feeding time or until exercise time. And normally they watch you just go and do this, and then they'll go and do this because they know that you're going to stay there. But they went to get their coffee while they let you out for exercise time, and you finally ran. Right? Because it's like these girls, they got so used to doing something and they got used to watching you, and they got used to your steps and what you're accustomed to, and they basically thought that they had full control of you. So why would you run away? Oof. That's so creepy to say. It's like these girls like kidnapped you or something. 8 of Pentacles in reverse with the 2 of Swords. Work has probably been really hard for you. You probably have not really been able to change too much or pinpoint where it is that you want to go. There's the Magician again with the Sun. So I think that death is not going to come to you. Okay, they might have tried to transition you, and by killing you off, they took your powers, right? And you're no longer going to be in a standstill. Like, I almost think that, like, honestly, this is going to sound weird to come out of my mouth because you know how much I believe in work, but I almost think you're never going to have to work a day in your life again. Not like this. Not like this. Because everybody has to work. Everybody's got mission. Everybody's got something that they have to do. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you haven't been told to do something and work something. Like work for these two bitches and that wasn't your job. Okay? It wasn't your job to keep them afloat. Okay? So when death comes in, it's like death comes in reverse because it's not you that's going to die, it's them. It's like you get another chance at life. Right? And something comes in instantly. Okay? And you get your eye on something right away because it's almost like your powers come back. Your magic comes back. Because you've been having to use your magic to fight these girls. Okay? To fight these energies off. And now that they're done and gone, okay, it's almost like somebody had to decide, okay, well, I can keep living my life and allowing these girls to follow me around, or I can stop my life for a second, trap them, and then find a completely different path. Because if you're not happy on the path that you're on, because these people have had say in the path that you're on, or you knew they were following you around, so you didn't do anything, right? You kind of stayed in level 1 because you knew they were following you around, so you were like, okay, well, I'm not going to progress and bring them through all these different levels and show them all this, it's like secret information, right? It's like high priestess. It's like if you had of progressed in your life and gone to a certain place, these two would have just had the ability to cross through levels and do things because they were following you, and they wouldn't have had to do any work. So far, these girls have had to do no work because they've just shadowed and recreated everything that you've done, as if to say that they're the spiritual ones that have been doing everything, when no, they're just mimicking and copying you. Okay, so you had to kill this and behead it. And you know, a true vampire, you have to kill it and then behead it. It's really the only way that you're going to be able to keep it from coming back alive. Okay, and werewolves, right? You take their fucking head off. And that's the thing, is like, I almost think you kind of like transformed into a bird and watched them. It's like you shape-shifted into something that they shape-shift into, and then they didn't even see you because they just thought that you were like everybody else around them. But you weren't. You were the lead show. You were the one that everybody's been copying this whole time. So you went into incognito and you started like working with these people to see how much they were really doing. And that's the only way you're going to find out answers, is if you physically go face to face with these people and ask them what they've done. And almost like in a disguise, because for the most part, people are not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to tell you what they've done unless you're one of them, or they think you're one of them. Then they will discuss their deepest, darkest secrets because they think that they're talking to a mirror. Right? This is like undercover boss. Okay, this is what I'm getting, undercover boss. Like you had to go undercover to look like them in order to reveal what they were doing. Oh my God, that's what it is. Did you just see that? Yo, it landed on my knee, and look what it is. 7 of Swords. Okay, this 7 of Swords from this deck it's making it seem like she's stealing the swords, but she's not. They're her swords. She's allowed to take them. But this eye in the background, which it might not, okay, it's the 2 of Swords back here, okay? And it's funny because you've got the Two of Swords here as well. There's also that eye. And that's almost like the eye of the universe, of our universe, of my universe, right? Looking down. And it's like someone's been deemed the culprit when they're not. Right? It's like these girls have been saying, we're the spiritual ones. We're the ones. We know everything. She's copied us. She's taken and she's come and she's stolen our information. And she's stolen everything that we've accumulated. And I think the universe might have even believed them. And deemed you some type of thief for a while. Like, oh, okay, so yeah, of course, it's the one who's following the two, of course, right? And it's like, it's almost like you were just kind of like, okay, well, if that's what you're going to say, then it's going to take me even longer now to even the scales because I'm going to have to do more work. And that's what this person did, is they just stopped. They were just like, fine, you want to put me in between a rock and a hard place because you're not going to look at these two people and see that they're following me, that you're just going to keep throwing me down the rabbit hole and saying that I'm the one that's causing all these problems. I'm the one causing the problems between two, not maybe it's two people that are causing the problem for one, right? Because that's what happens. It's called a tag team, right? Two are going to come against one. But I highly doubt one is going to go against two. Okay? So when you think of it, it's like, I know that one would go after two if they knew they were stronger than the both of them, which is why this magician had to go against them. Right? Because it's been two against one this whole time. And they were like, fine, fuck you. So they took out the other one. It's like they took out one and then the other one appears. Oh, so you just took out my brother? Oh, you just took out my sister? Oh, you took out my tag team? And then she was like, yeah, and now I'm going to take out you, right? This person did a lot of fucking work, okay, to expose these people. But key word there is you exposed these two people. Your hard work and your dedication, okay? These people, you might have even been homeless through this whole thing, okay? You might have been trying to seek shelter and they didn't let you do nothing, okay? They didn't let you walk away from them. They didn't let you get any help, okay? And so what you did was you just connected with them then. You were like, fine, if you're not going to let me do anything, if you're not going to let me seek my own justice, if you're not going to let me come in from the cold, if you're not going to let me do anything as of right now. So it's like these two girls have been working for so long that eventually they just took everything, right? It was like they gave you little snippets of your life because they had to, but then they got so greedy that they just took everything. Because then they saw what you were doing in your life. They saw how much you were connecting. They saw that their magic against you was actually making you stronger because it forced you to produce more magic in order to counteract what they were doing. People don't know. They don't know what it takes to be an actual magician. Okay? They don't know what magic truly is. People go goo goo gaga over dicks, money, pussy, fucking boobs. Oh, give me the boobs. Oh, give me the money. And it's like, oh, what are you, 13? Honestly, like, are titties still getting you excited? Right? Are hot guys still turning you on? Like, what is wrong with people? Like, really, honestly. That's these fucking idiots. That's how they think. Okay? They go goo goo gaga and cocoa over Cocoa Puffs. Okay? I knew it. Okay, I knew there was another card down there. So, look at this 9-9. Like, this, I think, okay, you have been waiting for this opportunity to show what you can really do. Okay, it's almost like you knew, you looked ahead, okay, and you saw yourself and how this was all going to turn out. And you went, all right, I got this. I know that I'm the one that's going to end up with everything because I've already seen it. I haven't seen it in the hands of two people. No. I've only seen it in my hand. Okay? And then look, the Lovers with the Four of Pentacles, which is awesome. Okay? Because it's like they might have separated you. Okay? And you're able now to come back together. Because again, I just heard heaven and hell. And what I wanted to say was the air versus the ground, right? So I think they have split you up, right? And that's their intention was to split you up forever. And now you're coming back together. And as you come back together, everything that you make is going into the piggy bank. Everything, every dollar that you make is going away. And there's a reason why you're doing that. If you've been saving money, or if you've been thinking about it and now you're doing it, or if you have been doing it for a while, this is why. Okay, you had to put all your money away because it's almost like that was your money, okay, that was going to balance this whole thing out. Look at you, came out again. Temperance again, right? So it's like this person, they played games with you and they did things with you, so then that would throw you off, so it would break you apart. But you're temperance, okay, which means you are the balance. You are what people come to get their feet back on the ground when they're overly emotional. Or to get in their emotions when they're too fucking grounded, right? And they're too together. That's what temperance does. That's how temperance helps us. So we've got Gemini here too, okay? And Scorpio. So Scorpio, temperance. Oh yeah, Hierophant, that's Virgo. So Virgo, temperance, Scorpio, Gemini, and Aquarius, and Aries. So there's quite a lot of signs here, which kind of makes me think like, yo, this might be affecting quite a lot of people. Okay, like I do think that, bullies, they are everywhere. And they take every opportunity to come and fuck with people because that's what a bully does. So, if this message resonates with you, then I see you've taken these two girls out. All right? The universe, your universe has helped you. They've grounded you and they've allowed the energy to now switch. I also think that these people switched lives with you. Okay. And that's, they probably put the masculine energy in one person and the feminine energy in the other person. Right. And that's how they took both of your energies, because somebody had to ride with the masculine and somebody had to ride with the feminine, leaving you with nothing. Okay, and that's why the Lovers was here, is to bring you back together. Okay, to put your feminine and masculine back into your body. Okay, and by putting you back into your body, look at, there's the Lovers right there. I was wondering if I was going to see it again, right? By putting you back into your body by the heavens, literally your universe puts you back into your body. Okay, and by doing that, you were able to kill and to ward off and to forever permanently disable these two girls that have been following you around. Okay, and yeah, the magic is all coming back to you now. They definitely stole your magic. And look now what I've cut to in the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Like, if that's not a huge confirmation that I am correct in what I said, and this is correct, this is the truth, this happened, okay? And if it resonates with you, then it resonates with you. If it doesn't, then don't take it. But I do think that somebody is sailing. Somebody is getting in their air balloon and they are fucking moving. They are going because of what these women did. And that's what happens. Goes around, comes around. Like if someone takes advantage of you, then the universe has got to help you. Your universe has got to help you. And it's going to take from these other two girls that were supposed to be given stuff, and now it's going to get given to you. It's called re-gifting. Do you know what that means? It comes through the universe too, right? If you were gifted something that was not yours, then it then gets re-gifted to the person that it was supposed to go to. And if you don't want it, then they've got to buy you something brand new. Karma, bitch. Don't fucking steal, or it's going to come back around. So anyways, thanks for watching. I am Whitney Moon. If you'd like a personal reading, let me know. Email me, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com, or just enjoy the readings. Thank you for liking. The likes have really been starting to advance and elevate this channel that has taken me almost a year now to build. So thank you for everyone, especially the ones that have been there since day one, because I know y'all are still there because you followed me from my last channel. So thank you. I love you. This was great. I hope that these bitches get caught, and I hope that it's your life, and I hope that your life changes in ways that you could only imagine, because that's what happens when you get fucked with. All right. Peace out. Have a great day. Word to your mothers.